Hello guys, welcome back to Watch Addiction Watch Reviews. Today we have a first on the channel, a watch from Glycine, a watch that goes back a long time. Most of you guys know, they were recently purchased by Invicta. But yeah, I really think that has nothing to do with the quality and everything of the watches. This is the GL0089. I purchased this one from Ashford. Most of you guys don't know, Ashford is a website kind of like Joma Shop. They have a whole bunch of watches with great discounts. This one is actually comes with the authorized warranty. So that means that Ashford is actually an authorized dealer of Glycine watches, meaning you do get that warranty with the watch, which is great. All the original packaging. And the shipping was pretty snappy. Around 3 days it arrived at my doorstep. So nothing to complain about there. The watch itself is of course the 42mm combat sub with that nice matte blue dial, some gold accents as well. We're going to run through this watch. I think it's really probably one of the best watches, the best Swiss-made automatic watches you can get for under $400. Let me remind you, this one is on sale for $350. I believe there's even more discount if you check on their website with some discount codes. So yeah, we'll drop a link down to Ashford down in the description below so you can check them out after this video. They carry a whole array of brands, including brands such as Hamilton as well, which most of you guys really love. But yeah, let's see what's on my wrist, and then we'll jump right into it, guys. On my wrist today, I'm wearing my 114060. That's a Rolex Submariner. This is not the newest version. It's the one that came out before the one where they changed the lugs. It's a bit, I don't know, I like this one a bit better. This one's from 2015, so wow, that's already 7 years old. How time really flies, I guess, when you're having fun, right? All right, guys, that's wrist check for today. And let's jump right into this new Glycine. Now, the Glycine diver, most of you guys know, it comes in a bunch of different variations, color variations, dial options as well. This is the one with the stick hands and the printed plot markers as well. But yeah, this is the 42mm version. I believe they released a 39, even a 36, I believe, if I'm not wrong there. But yeah, 42 seems like a pretty decent size for the average man. It doesn't wear too big. It wears pretty nice on my 6.75 inch wrist. But yeah, anyway, the watch itself in terms of dimensions, just to get you acquainted with the watch, is 50mm lug to lug. Of course, we have 42mm across in terms of diameter. In terms of case thickness, this thing is extremely thin. Look at this thing, guys. I mean, it's 11mm thin. That's really crazy. I mean, there's an ETA 2824 inside of this watch, and it is 11mm thin. I don't know how they were able to do that, but it wears really nice on the wrist. Anyway, you do get a sapphire crystal with anti-reflective clear coating, which seems to work pretty good. This watch is definitely very legible. A nice flat sapphire crystal you can see there. Even with the light going over it, you can see how clear it becomes. There are some kind of gilded hands there, as you can see, kind of to match that yellow gold crown there. It's not real yellow gold, it's plated. And there's some yellow gold on the coin edge bezel, and that's pretty much it for the gold portions. I guess you can call it the two-tone variant if you wanted to. But yeah, it has a 60-click aluminum bezel, as you can see here, with a lumed pip at the 12 o'clock position. We get a screw-down crown. The crown is actually signed with the logo, which is pretty nice. Glycine logo on the crown. So it's a 60-click bezel, not 120 clicks, but it's pretty snappy, no backplay. And I think it's really nice. Crown itself is 7.5mm, which is not too bad there. Very good crown grip, I must say. The watch itself, as you can see, is highly polished on these sides. Both sides of the watch, both flanks are highly polished here. Very nice work, I must say. It is very nice. And then the tops of the lugs, which are 22mm. Nice brushing over here. So we get brushing on the top and polishing on the sides of the watch. Now this is the matte blue dial. The dial is pretty simple and legible, as you would want with a dive watch, right? We get everything is printed on this dial, just keep that in mind. We get your Glycine logo, which is printed below the 12 o'clock position. We get an inner 24-hour marking over here, 24 hours over here, as you can see. We get your minute markings towards the chapter ring area. You get a date cutout framed in white and a white date window. And this is all loomed with Super Luminova as well. The bezel is not loomed itself, just the pip. And if you did notice, it's kind of raised over here a little bit on the bezel. That's to give you good grip on the bezel when you want to rotate it. So it's 60 clicks. I must say, the action is very good. I mean, there's no backplay really. It's really, really nice. Very tool-like, and everything does line up to that 12 o'clock position. Not like some of those Seiko watches where the kind of lines up over here a little bit. They're pretty good with that. Anyway, we get a screw-down crown, which is very nice, I was stating earlier. The screw-down crown will operate your ETA 2824 automatic caliber, which is a Swiss-made movement. This is a Swiss-made watch. As you can see, it is marked Swiss-made down there at the 6 o'clock position, which is very nice. Combat 200 meters. So you're getting that 200 meters of water resistance, allowing you to take it underwater, swimming in an ocean, a pool, shallow diving. You're good to go with this one. So we get a screw-down crown, very nice solid pop out. I must say this crown is nice. There's no wiggle or anything like that. I was quite surprised by that. We get self-winding, which is actually really smooth. We get one position for a quick set date. Everything fits in nicely. Final position is your hacking position. You can change the time here. Everything is very, very smooth and nice. Everything feels like it should be for a good Swiss diver. Push that back down. Very good grip on the crown to screw it back in. No issues there. Now most of you guys are familiar with the movement in this watch. So on ETA 2824, we get a quick set date, hand winding, hacking. It beats at 4 Hertz. You get that nice smooth sweep of that seconds hand right there with that loomed rectangle on the end of it, which I really like. I think that's really nice. And the second hand reaches all the way out to the minute markings, which I do appreciate. It's the perfect length. You get nice block style or rectangle style hands, basically stick hands. Some of the other versions have kind of the Mercedes hand. I know the Combat 39, some of their versions have that, even the 42s have that. But yeah, I like this kind of setup a little better. It kind of steers away from saying, oh, that could be something homage to a Submariner. So I would definitely go with this version with the stick hands. I like it better, personally. Maybe not you, but that's just my personal taste. But yeah, this movement, it's been running pretty accurate. For a $350 Swiss-made automatic watch, sapphire crystal, Swiss-made movement, it's been running plus 5 or 6 seconds a day, which is really good, guys. So definitely something to look out for. If you're looking for a Swiss-made watch, obviously, maybe you're on a budget, you don't want to spend, over 500 US dollars. I think this is probably your best option out there, and the quality is definitely very good. And if you have it in hand, you'll know what I'm talking about. Now this one does come on the older style BC band, or Bonetto Cinturini. It's an Italian real rubber strap maker, and it comes with this blue band embossed with the logo here, which is pretty cool. If you flip to the back side, as you can see, it does state Glycine, and you get tons of those little Glycine logos, which I thought was really cool. And you do get it on the other side as well, and you do get a custom Glycine polished buckle as well. 2 safety keepers. The band is straight flexible out of the box. I must say it is very flexible. It has that nice vanilla scent to it. When you smell it, it just smells really nice. So you have it on your wrist, you're like, what's that smell? That's the strap itself. That's real, Italian rubber, and it's very nice. But yeah, let's head to the case back and see what that's all about. So here on the case back, we can see we get that Glycine logo with the 2 little seals, or I believe those are seals. It's screwed down, just some basic specifications. As you can see here, it is polished on the outer portion, then matte finished or sanded on the inner portion over here. Just some basic specifications, your model number, automatic sapphire crystal. But yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Now, most of you guys are thinking 50 to 50 lug to lug, right? Will that fit my wrist? Well, we're going to see in a second when I throw it on my 6.75, 6.5 inch wrist. My wrist is 6.5 inches, but in the summer it swells to 6.75. As most of you guys know, with watches in the heat, your wrist does swell, and that's why they have all those quick release options, quick adjust options on a lot of bracelets as well. But yeah, I'm going to throw it on my wrist. First, I want to give you a lume shot. Let's see what the lume is actually like on this watch. Heading straight into a lume shot here, as you can see, the lume is definitely good, I must say. If you look at the lume, it's definitely pretty evenly applied. Even the 12 o'clock pip lights up pretty nicely, I must say. It looks really nice in the dark. I would say it looks kind of, kind of a little bit militarist, kind of like a military style, a little bit. It is called the Combat Sub, Obviously, it's a dive watch, it's 200 meters. But it kind of has that, military look to it a little bit, which I really like. Kind of like a dive watch with this style dial, kind of really reminds me of something from the military. I don't know why, but that's just me. Anyway, the lume is really good. As you can see, it does last. It's evenly applied on all of the hour plots, 12 o'clock pip, and the hands as well. So yeah, very good lume. I was quite surprised by that. Even that little triangle on the sweeping seconds hand lights up very nicely. Now, as I was stating, this watch is 50 millimeters lug to lug, 42 diameter, and those lugs just curve down really nicely and really wrap around your wrist. So it fits my wrist just fine. It's not too big or anything like that. So I was quite surprised by that. The band itself is very flexible straight out of the box, and it will get even more flexible with time, which I do know that. I have owned some BC straps in the past, and with time they get even more flexible and even more comfortable over wear. So yeah, definitely a very good high quality band. I'm surprised they put that in a $350 watch because it's a really good band and these aren't cheap. But yeah, definitely fits nice on my wrist, as you can see there. The crown doesn't dig into my wrist, it just hits there, nothing else. I do wear mine sometimes below the wrist bone. I have a really big wrist bone. So it's kind of hard to put it above the wrist bone, or it's kind of too high on my wrist. But anyway, it wears really nice. It's extremely thin. If you want to put this thing under a cuff, a sweater, it's definitely going to slide right under, guys. But yeah, other than that, it fits very comfortable. No issues with that at all. As you can see, that's my 6.75 inch wrist. Look how much room I have still. You have a large wrist, this strap is definitely still going to fit your wrist. So furthermore, guys, I think for the price, I don't know where you can find a better Swiss-made automatic diver with better quality and better specifications. I mean, Glycine is a very well-known brand, at least in the watch community. If you're in the know in watches, obviously you know of Glycine, their Airman series, and a lot of their other watches are very popular as well. They provide really great quality for the price, and they're probably, I would say this is probably the best Swiss-made automatic dive watch you can get for under $400. You know, it definitely blows micro brands way out of there. You know, because a lot of micro brands are even $400 for an NH35 or a Miyota 9 series. This you're getting an actual ETA 2824-2, which is almost double the price of a Miyota 9 series. So, if you're looking for quality, good bang per buck, definitely something to check out, guys. There's a whole bunch of different variations on Ashford.com. I think it's a great watch, and you know, if you like, you know, dive watches, even if you're an experienced, seasoned collector, you know, with high-end watches, it's always good to have, you know, a more affordable watch in your collection for travel and, you know, water sports and such. I think, you know, I always have a few cheaper watches as well. I wouldn't call them cheaper, but, you know, lower tier watches. But yeah, definitely a really nice watch. I was quite impressed. This is my first hands-on ever with the Glycine Combat Sub, and I will tell you, I am very impressed. It feels like it costs a lot more than it actually does. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below as usual. This is Watch Addiction Watch Reviews with the Combat Sub 42 GL0089 from Ashford.com. Yeah, great website, really cool website. I've known Ashford for quite some time. I'm always looking on the website. They used to sell Eterna watches, but I believe Eterna's out of business now. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think down in the comment sections below. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you enjoy content like this. Leave me a comment. If you own one of these, let me know what you think, and we'll talk more down there. Thanks so much for tuning in once again. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.